Normally, we pay ASCAP rights and we do all our normal music, but unfortunately, Facebook, even with the rights being owned, would knock you guys off if we use it. So we got this other music. Hopefully you're able to use it, create some energy. Now, how do we create a breakthrough? What's the overall pattern? Let me give you the pattern, because here's my mindset so you know. I'm about action and results. You don't get results without action. It's not enough to know what to do. Lots of people know what to do, they don't do what they know. So when I work with people, if you've met people, been through my seminars like Unleash the Power Within, they go, oh, it changed my entire life. What changed their life is they wired themselves for action. They found a way to break through. They found a way to do the things all these people did, but not have to wait till you get enough pain to do it. And in order to get to that portion of breakthrough, you gotta also understand, you gotta keep it simple. Please jot this down. Complexity is the enemy of execution. If you're in a business, or if you're in your life and you want to lose weight, or you want to build your business, or you want to increase your sales, you want to do whatever, it doesn't usually happen because we make it too complex. Complexity is the enemy of execution. If we're going to execute, we got to not just know what to do, we got to develop the rituals or habits that make it happen automatically. And in order to create a breakthrough, you got to understand and execute three things. Because this is what I found. Try to take every breakthrough I've ever seen and simplify it to the crystallization of what really is the core. And here it is. If you're going to have a breakthrough, the single most important thing that you need to do to have a breakthrough, people rarely do first. In fact, I'm going to give you the three keys to a breakthrough, and they all start with an S. They've already revealed one. I'm going to give them to you in reverse order of importance. What does that mean? I'm going to tell you the order people usually do this in, which will explain to you why it failed. Because there's a sequence to success. If I said to you, the dog bit Johnny versus Johnny bit the dog, I used the same ingredients. All I changed was the order. But it's a very different experience if you're Johnny, right? So what we need to do is know there's a sequence to creating a breakthrough. And we usually will eventually stumble across it, but by giving you this shortcut today, I'm going to give you what I use now when I want to change anything in my business, in my life, in my business, in my finances, in my body, with my kids. This is where I go. So I'm going to give you the way most people go. So I'm going in reverse order. So most people, when they're not getting what they want, if they don't give up and they don't just blame people, that's what most people do. But if they're people like you and I, like, we're going to find a way, right? So what do? We look for the right strategy. And that makes sense. In fact, for me, it makes total sense. I'm a strategist. That's what I do. I'm a business and life strategist. All I do is figure ways to get you the result quicker, faster, better, more easily. And I'm no genius, but I've been doing this for 44 years, my 44th year. At this point, I'd be an idiot not to see there's these patterns. Patterns, everybody has them. I get a phone call in the middle of the night years ago, and it's the President of the United States, and he's saying, they're going to impeach me in the morning, Tony. What should I do? Not Trump, that's a different one. I'm talking about Clinton. And my first response to him was, well, could you call me sooner? It's the morning, for God's sakes, right? But then I got to figure out what to do to turn him around. And he's busy trying to figure out the strategy, and he didn't figure out what really needed to be done. I had to walk him through that. So there's strategies for everything. The right strategy in your business could save you 5 years. Right strategy in a relationship could get you out of all this pattern of fighting or overwhelmed or feeling unloved and reconnect. The right pattern with your children, and you're going to have an incredible family. And there's different patterns for everything. So I teach strategies for business, strategies for finance, strategies for your body, all of these. That's what I spent my whole life doing. And I didn't make these up. I found people that were getting results. Remember I said my teacher, Jim Rohn, used to say, success leaves clues. If someone is really successful for years and years and years, they're not lucky. If somebody loses 20 pounds and they gain it back, that doesn't mean much. But if they take off 20 pounds and keep it off for a decade, they're not lucky for doing something different than you're doing.
I believe that self-discipline is the definition of self-love. That when you say that you love yourself, that means that you have behavior towards yourself that is loving. Self-discipline is the center of all material success. You cannot win the war against the world if you can't win the war against your own mind.
But after that day, I realized something. I realized it's the love for success that will lead me to succeeding. So just imagine if Robert feared falling. Would he even start walking? Of course not. He wouldn't even do what he loved to do. He would sit at home and take no type of action. But he loved walking. Wasn't even scared to fall. It gave him life. That's what allowed him to get up and do it. He loved walking so much, he was willing to fall 10 times a day just to do it. And you have to be the same. So the next time someone tells you, you're gonna fail, you know what you tell them? Tell them they're right.
Let me tell you something. If tomorrow wasn't promised, what would you give for today? Forget everything else. Forget everything else. Forget that there was any sunlight left. What would you spend today thinking about? Yourself or the man that's beside you? Or the man that you know you'll give everything in your heart for? We get one opportunity in life. One chance in life to do whatever you're gonna do, to lay your foundation and to make whatever mark you're gonna make, whatever legacy you're gonna leave your legacy. And it's found through effort. Wins and losses come a dime a dozen. But effort, nobody can judge effort. Because effort is between you and you. Effort ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. So that team that think they're ready to see you, that think what they see on film, they ain't saw what film shows. Because every day is a new day. Every moment is a new moment. So now you got to go out and show them that I'm a different creature now than I was 5 minutes ago. Because I'm pissed off for greatness. Because if you ain't pissed off for greatness, that means you're okay with being mediocre. Ain't no man in here okay with being just basic. So let's do what we do. Tonight, we ain't got to worry about taking no breaks.
Your life is about taking full advantage of your happiness, and it's just that. It is your happiness. Stop compromising your life for other people. Do not let anybody tell you what, where, why you should love or like something. Just go out there and do it.
If you want to make it in life, you got to know your vitamin. You've got to know every no brings you a step closer to a yes. Anybody can stop because someone said no. But there's something in you, in your heart of hearts, that's saying, I'm not a quitter. There's something in you that says, I've got the will to do it. There's something in you that says, I'm going to find a way. People who can help you out and won't help you out because they know too much about you. And they don't believe, they can't see this new you. Don't allow those negative naysayers, the people who are suffering from possibility blindness, to stop you.
The question is, what are you going to do with your time? What drives you? And greatness is a lot of small things done well. Day after day, workout after workout, obedience after obedience, day after day.
When things don't work out for you, when things happen that you could not anticipate, what are the reasons that you can think of that can keep you strong?
You will never, ever be successful until you turn your pain into greatness, until you allow your pain
to push you from where you are to push you to where you need to be.
That difficulty is an opportunity to get stronger, to develop character, to gain new confidence. That pain is not there to stop you, it's there to prepare you, to increase you, to develop you.
As Ferdinand Foch said, the most powerful weapon on earth is the human soul on fire.
I was at the gym yesterday, and a woman drove by me in a wheelchair at the gym. I was working out pretty hard, and she wheeled by me, heavy-set lady in a wheelchair. I'd be honest with you, I watched her wheel past me. She inspired me. You know what courage it takes to get in your wheelchair and say, I'm gonna go to the gym, right? I'm gonna go to the gym. She's heavy-set, awkward. That inspired me far more than the jacked up dude doing 60-pound curls. I mean, that's inspiring, but you see that. A woman in a wheelchair at a gym with her 2-pound dumbbells because her legs don't work, but she went in there anyway. And you know how insecure she was about going in there. She's the only person in a wheelchair. She doesn't know what she's gonna see, how people are gonna react to her. She's not in shape. She doesn't have her full makeup on and her little, halter top like the other girls in there. And she's right in there. She was right in there working out right next to them, right? I couldn't take my eyes off her. And I ended up telling her that she was leaving. I left what I was doing. I walked over. I said, I just want you to know something. You're inspiring me. This is wonderful. Her face just lit up because you know how sad how insecure she was about being in there. The most inspiring person is the one overcoming the fear of doing something, not the person who's excellent at it.